This evening, Jewish people all across the country and around the world will celebrate Passover. It's a chance for families to come together for a festive meal and tell the story of Jews' escape from slavery thousands of years ago. But social distancing is forcing millions of Americans to find new ways to connect. CBS This Morning Saturday co-host Dana Jacobson shows us Passover in the midst of a pandemic.
This is your great-grandmother's.
Erin Bina is cooking for Passover with her 2-year-old son Ethan by her side.
You're such a good helper.
This is how the holiday usually looks for Erin, Ed, and their large family. But now, amid the pandemic, she's prepping alone for the first time.
We cook together, we sing together, we tell stories together. This year it's going to be a little sadder.
Their celebration will now be a virtual one.
Breaking the tradition this year is really hard, especially with our son who loves my grandparents so much. He really watches my grandfather with great awe when he sings the prayers.
Social distancing has created a new reality for Passover. Aileen Shaked's kitchen is also usually bustling with activity as she gets ready for the holiday.
It's a big deal in our family. The traditions that we have, the special songs that we sing, a lot of people, a lot of energy. It's a new time for all of us.
The coronavirus has created chaos at markets. Shopping for Passover necessities added an extra layer of anxiety.
How frustrating was shopping during a pandemic?
Oh my goodness, it was terrible. I'm making a big pot of matzo ball soup and I have to have eggs to make the matzo balls.
Aileen and her daughter Sophie usually host a raucous Seder, complete with puppets and song.
We're finding a way to take our Passover Seder to the next level.
But like the preparations, this year's will be different. They've asked family and friends to join their Seder, or Zoom Seder.
We're going from the Czech Republic to Seattle. We have Georgia and Virginia. We're in Florida. The kids are used to having the same traditions, and we're showing them we're not panicking, we're not worried. We're making the very best of this situation, and it is going to be a Passover that for sure we will never forget.
Never forgetting is at the heart of this ancient tradition that has celebrated freedom from oppression for some 3,000 years.
We eat these bitter herbs that make us cry. A lot of people have been crying every day recently, just trying to get through this.
Do what you can do.
Rabbi Ari Averbach leads Temple Etz Chaim near Los Angeles.
Of what it means to host a Seder.
And will be hosting virtual Seders.
I think people need to share their stories. Passover is very symbolic. We have all these symbols on the Seder plate in the middle of the table. I've asked people if you could add something to the Seder plate this year. Something symbolic of what we're going through, what would it be? And somebody in our community said, how about a lemon? It reminds us you can make lemonade out of lemons, which is delicious and kosher for Passover.
But not even a pandemic can stop the music. Dayenu is the traditional song of thanks heard at Seders worldwide. The a cappella group, the Maccabeats, put a modern spin on it.
We've had a few glasses of wine. We've eaten really nicely. Just let's keep singing. Yeah.
Most Jews have always found a way to carry on the tradition, even during times of war and conflict. While the virus is shaking things up, especially for Orthodox Jews, forbidden from using any video conferencing during the holiday, this year's celebration of resilience and renewal will go on.
This is another way that we are overcoming what we have gone through in order to be able to be together and make it a joyful occasion.
Next year, we'll all be together again.
For CBS This Morning, Dana Jacobson, New York.